G'day, Steve and Kerri and the dog and the bloody cat and the chooks from offthegridknowledge.com. This video, I can tell you what guys, I'm going to do one on the old Covid19. The sun's coming down, good day to do a video, eh? The Covid19, the COVID thing, big topic. Want to have a few words of my own. Kerri's wandering around somewhere, I'll pan around to her soon. My words on it. Firstly, we're not passing judgment on governmental, the laws, all the shit that's gone down because of it. None of that. But as far as off the grid goes, well, the COVID thing, you can see what we do on the other videos and this one. I'm going to do, how's that flare? Oh, you love that. As far as living off the grid goes, when you run into things like the COVID thing and you know, all the problems. Do you like the path? I think I showed this the other day. I'm going to walk around. But the COVID thing sort of really smacks you in the face when you live off the grid, and not because it has much of an effect, and that's the point. You want to get off the grid. We're like, you know, 2.5 hours, 3 hours out of Melbourne. You like that path? I think I mentioned that. Hey, we've lived with mud for years. Give me a break. But yeah, look. When you go off grid, if you go rural, like us, we haven't really been affected by the COVID thing. Apart from not catching the plague, which we didn't. You like those bricks? We did the bricks too. Yes, I know, Steve's rapping on about the bricks and the paving, because we've lived with mud for years. And yes, Mr. YouTube, we're listening to, oh, how's that? That's like the earliest doors you ever heard. If you move off grid, you can sort of isolate yourself from a lot of stuff. And things like the COVID thing that have crucified and affected a whole heap of people don't tend to affect you that much. You know, we watch all the YouTube videos and the news reports. Oh, guess who's here?
Show the cocky.
Oh, here's our latest pet.
Adoptee.
Kerri, is that? Kerri's here, by the way. That cocky, what do we call him?
Charlie.
What'd you say?
Charlie, because I'm not sure if he's a boy or a girl, so Charlie.
Yes. Charlie has adopted us.
Oh.
There he goes. Yes. Yeah, but that cocky's one of our many pets. We feed the magpies and now we've got the cocky. But yeah, the COVID thing, get back to the plot, Steve. It affects a lot of people in the suburbs. Going off the grid and taking a rural patch somewhere, you can do stuff like we're doing in your own way. And you wind up not being affected by it so much. And I mean, your reliance on the system that has all the controls placed on all the people in Melbourne and around the country, it all becomes a bit bloody ordinary. So yeah, what can I say? Here's Kerri. Hello, Kerri.
Hi guys.
What do you reckon about the COVID thing?
I'm glad that they've started to take the restrictions off Melbourne and the rest of Victoria.
Yeah. Have we been affected by it much?
Not really.
Not really.
Except maybe psychologically.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
Yeah.
Hey, look at our new wind chime.
I know. We've got new wind chimes as well. But like I said in the other videos, the tiny stuff, you know, our business, when you go off grid, you can actually work off grid as well if you sort of, you know, figure something out you can do. We do the tiny houses. But things like the COVID thing are really sort of right at the forefront. It's the sort of thing that moving off the grid, going rural, getting out of the suburbs, it sort of addresses that, and you don't realise it perhaps until it happens. We prep, don't we, Kerri?
We do. We do. We've got a full pantry.
So we can survive like a year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so even the food rationing or the dunny paper thing that happened didn't affect us.
No, it didn't.
No. So yeah, as far as the COVID thing goes, we're not aligned with any governmental shit. We don't particularly like. We've been through. What have we got? Oh, nice and white satin. Yes, Mr. YouTube, we're just playing in the background. I'm going to sit down. Beautiful afternoon. But yeah, we aren't really affected, are we, sweetheart?
No, not really. I've got, what, 25 acres in the middle of it. And So, you know, we're not around a lot of people. And plus, the whole area hasn't had any cases for like months.
Well, we haven't had the dead bodies piled up, have we? No dead bodies?
No, not a one.
No helicopters running all the casualties in and out?
No, and I don't even know anybody that's ever even...
No ambulances screaming up and down the highway every day?
No.
Well, what the fuck's going... Oh, what the heck is going on?
I don't know.
Right, but living off the grid, we seem to be a bit isolated from it, don't we?
Exactly.
Hmm.
So it makes sense to try and isolate yourself if you can.
Yeah. And we're doing the same stuff. I did a bit of a video about our workplace and the additions to the solar. By the way, myself and Kerri are still living on 3 kilowatt. We've upgraded the fridge to an inverter fridge. That was a big step for us, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. Yeah. Got a bigger fridge.
Do you love your new fridge?
Oh, I love it. I've got a bigger freezer.
See, I told you I'd get you a new fridge, and it only took fucking 10 years.
Yeah, but it's funny because the freezer's not even full yet because we haven't been used to it.
Yeah, I know. We're not used to a big fridge. No. We plunge most of our stuff into things like the outdoor kitchen. I don't know whether I did a really good job on the garden. I love the sunset. But yeah, the garden's going really good. I'm actually going to do a quick walk around. Look at this. 100 mile an hour walk around. We've got broccolis going down there. They're running out of control. Are they not?
Oh, they are. They're gone to seed.
And they're late. They're really late. All the bloody spinach and the lettuce and the celeries.
But look at this comfrey. Isn't it the prettiest thing?
Yeah, and the comfrey's running amok.
I love it. I've been harvesting heaps of that, making lots of things.
And we put lots of little seedlings in. There's lots of stuff. There's some garlic laying over there that really needs to be dealt with at some stage. But yeah, look, the garden's really, really, really good. We've even put some tomatoes in. We've got
early, but we did it anyway.
We did. We went early because we're gutsy. But yeah, the COVID thing sort of drives you. We didn't do all this stuff to move off.
Look at my mullein. I love my mullein. It's going to flower this year.
I've got a really big close-up of your mullein.
That's beautiful.
Do you want to tell them what mullein does?
Oh, it's awesome for
Come on, you've
lungs.
got 10 seconds.
It's really a good one. Sorry. But yeah, when it flowers, it only flowers once every 2 years. So this is the year. I'm waiting for that. I'll get a picture of that.
Yes. So that's mullein. Right. And all the strawberries are going really good over there.
Oh, they're mad. Can't wait for
We've got strawberries in buckets, we've got strawberries in wicking beds, we've got strawberries in dirt, and the strawberries are going really good. The garden's actually quite weird this year. The stuff that is growing really well that didn't usually grow really well here.
Hey, these experiment that we did with the strawberries in the gorilla buckets, have a look at the size of them.
Yeah.
Like, these are younger than the ones that are in the wicking beds.
Yeah, the wicking bed ones are a bit smaller. And
so I'm just waiting to see what they do with the fruit from the buckets. It's going to be interesting.
And some of our little dwarf trees are already throwing fruit. That's really good. We've got limes and lemons and
well, we've had a few
mandarins coming up. Look at the size of this tomato. Pretty good. It's about 2 foot tall already. But yeah, the garden's really good. But the point of this, as far as the COVID thing goes, is when you go off grid, you'll do a whole heap of stuff, different stuff to us, but you'll do stuff that, allows you to sort of keep your nose out of the shit that's going on out in the real world, to a degree. We've been up and down to Melbourne about how many times, Kerri? 1 million?
Yeah, a few million.
Yeah, because we actually have I think it's, what do they call it? Almost permission to go up and down. We've been doing that, so.
And all over Victoria.
And all over Victoria, right up to all the borders.
We have.
Yeah, we've been really, really busy.
It's been actually lovely driving around Victoria this year.
I hope everyone watches me crane video. I built a solar powered crane. We did put solar power in the work shed over there. That was a bit of solar stuff. But apart from that, we really just wanted to sort of push this time around. The COVID thing is a really good example as to another really good reason why you should get the fucking hell off the bloody mainstream and go off grid. Would that not be
Get
true?
self-sufficient, get self-reliant.
Well, self-sufficient's a tough gig, but,
yeah, but self-reliant as far as you possibly can.
but what a good example of another great reason to bug out and go off grid.
Absolutely.
And that's,
How many reasons do you need?
well, that's right.
That's a good one.
Well, it was really good just going off grid anyway, but
It's been amazing though, how many people are looking to get the tiny houses because of the bug.
yeah, it has. It spurred a lot of people on.
Yep.
So a lot of people look at the COVID thing as a really negative sort of thing. I personally think as an off-gridder and doing what we do, which is promote off-grid living, I think it's been a frickin' bonus. I think it's driving people to do and move in the right direction.
Well, there's a lot of people that are scared enough to move out of the cities.
There's only 5 million in Melbourne, and surely they can all
6.5,
fit
I
out.
think.
You know, 6.5. Can they all live here?
No.
Anyway, so that's Steve and Kerri from Off the Grid in Oz, and the dog and the bloody cat and the birds and our new cocky friend who's just bugged out. Just want to have a few words to the people who have been thinking about going off grid and maybe these days look at the COVID thing that's going on, which is driving us all crazy, or you crazy. Well, we not so much us. And maybe it's a bloody good extra reason to make that jump. Think things through a bit quicker perhaps. I don't think this stuff is going to go away very quickly. A bit like the terrorist thing, I think they're going to make it linger longer.
Oh, I think they will.
Yeah. So, I think we should say see you later on this one, Kerri.
Oh, okay.
No. Kerri. Look, she's very pretty, but she's very impatient. She wanted to do the out thing. So cheers from us, like I said. Hope everything's really working out for you guys. Do the usual, you know, don't subscribe, don't like. We don't. What? What do you want? You want them to subscribe and like?
No, they can do what they like.
But yeah, hope everything's going well. We haven't been knocked down by the COVID thing. Even our deliveries have been coming through. Yeah, really not much has been held up. So if you're living in the burbs, in Melbourne especially, and locked down, well, maybe take a leaf out of our book, although God help them. Take a leaf out of Kerri's book, don't take one out of my book. Go watch the crane video, the solar powered crane video.
Look, get off grid, guys, just get off grid.
Get off grid.
Yeah, get off grid.
And then you won't be knocked around by the COVID thing. You'll be out of the burbs, you'll be on your own property, you won't be dependent on as much, and you'll be a lot happier, eh? Are we happy?
We are.
Thank God for that. Cheers from Steve, cheers from Kerri, and we are...
Oh, now we're out.
Bye guys.